that. So
you know who you are too.
Yeah, you jackwads know who you are. Don't just join just for troops, because we're not going to give them to you. You're going to have to stay in the clan for a while and put forth some effort before you start getting some stuff. So
also, where the Truth and Madness clan is what's called a progressive clan. So what that means is that we are a clan. It is free to join, but when you join, you have to do a certain amount of this in the given time. So we have a season, and you have to hopefully get up to a certain amount of trophies before we will be able to move on. Like, we want you to try to help you get to a higher level. So Progressive Clan is to try to make it so that your level will increase and get higher as you go along.
if you want some hints and recommendations, number one would be to keep your defenses and town hall and elixir and gold storage inside your defensive wall to maximize protection. If you have to leave something outside, leave the pumps and mines outside, and put a builder hut in each far corner to make the enemy troops have to run to each corner of the map to waste time, and hopefully burn out the time.
Which would make it impossible for them to get 3 stars, hopefully.
Yeah, if they can't get you 100%, they won't get 3 stars. So upgrade your storage tanks before you upgrade your pumps and mines, so you have enough space for your fresh booty. Otherwise, also, you're wasting it.
To give you a list of prioritizing, your priority should be first, protect your town hall, get that inside walls. Next, put all your defenses within walls. And then after you get your defenses in walls, third is to put your storages in the walls, like your coffers and your big elixir bowl. And then for fourth and finally, if you have room, you can put your pumps inside your walls. And still, even at me being at a Town Hall 8, I still do not have that level walls. I don't have all my pumps and such inside my walls. So once you can actually find us if you go to a little trophy in the corner. You can look up clans. It goes search clans in the top corner, and you can click on that, and you can type in Truth and Madness, all one word, lowercase, and you can click on either me, which is Xanman of Music, or TM, which his name is God Dawnrunner. And if you can click on those, and you can check out our bases. So the other thing is to upgrade slowly and equally, and don't get ahead of yourself. When you add stuff, upgrade everything equally and slowly, and build up slowly as you go. And don't just like build up one thing all the way to the top and waste all your money because you're going to get your butt wiped out. So take your time and go slow. We've already, and I know you might find this crazy, but we have already spent over $250 on this game. $250.
Which is nothing compared to someone that we...
And the highest level person, the person who has everything upgraded and integrated into its highest possible level, guess how much it costs, TM?
How much?
It literally costs, and this is in US dollars, $2,000. $2,000 US dollars to upgrade everything within a legitimate time frame. We actually did the math, and it would take over a year if you were to actually wait for it to upgrade all the way. It would take over a year just to upgrade your town hall and all your defenses.
Just to upgrade one thing, it would take over a year. So
to legitimately, if
you guys are planning on getting to the top and upgrading everything without spending money,
you're going to be playing for a while.
The game's probably going to be out of date by the time you do that, so you're probably going to have to spend a little money to upgrade stuff. So,
and the good thing about it is it's not required to spend money. It's just we recommend that you don't get hooked on it, because once you do, there's no turning back.
Yeah, and I blame Xanman for that. I did not want to start playing it, but I do love video games, and he knows that, and he hooked me like a fish on a line. So, I'm going to move on to the NASA update here. ABC News says that a man is suing NASA for not investigating the jelly donut that I was talking about. So, related to the question about what is the jelly donut of Mars, there's a man suing NASA, as a hint, for not investigating the jelly donut of Mars. So you guys research that question and get back to us and let us know what's going on. So, alright, what else we got here? NASA, the White House has made a statement saying they strongly support NASA and all its programs, and extended International Space Station research, and they were going to push to continue that support until at least the year 2024 plus. So that's good. The President should be behind that. Science update. Scientists have found ancient plague DNA in teeth. They say that the two deadliest pandemics in history were caused by strains of the same plague, and warn that new versions of the bacteria could spark future outbreaks. DNA was found in the teeth of two German victims killed by the Justinian plague about 1,500 years ago. It was caused, they found that the plague was caused by a strain of Yersinia pestis, the same pathogen responsible for the Black Death. The Justinian plague was wiped out. It actually wiped out half the globe, and the Black Plague killed 50 million people in Europe. So
it also killed. So that's
this is a serious thing. So.
In case you didn't know, it actually killed a third of Europe's population. A third of Europe's population. So that means if you have 3 friends over and you're in Europe, one of your friends is dead. Just to put that into perspective. Say you have 30 people in a club or 300 people in a club, 100 of those people will have died from the Justinian plague and the Black Plague. So that's craziness. I don't know how we're still alive with all the stuff that we've been through.
Yeah, so that's something to keep an eye on in the news. Just be aware that it's out there. A new species of dolphin was discovered in Brazil. It is a river dolphin. The first species of river dolphin to be described since 1918. It was discovered in Araraquara River Basin, but differs from the dolphins in Brazil because it has 24 teeth per jaw instead of 25 to 29. I'm not sure what significance that has, but yeah, it's a new species of dolphin, so that's cool. Dolphins are awesome. They're our friends. A new pharaoh's tomb was discovered in the tombs of Abydos in the Egyptian desert. Intricate and vibrantly colored pictures were in the tomb. They found the name of a previously unknown pharaoh who ruled 3,600 years ago. And this is the first proof that supports the existence of the suspected but shadowy Abydos dynasty. The pharaoh's name was Worcestershire Sanhike. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but he was the king of the Upper and Lower Egypt, as they said. Moving on, Radio Shack is to close 500 stores. According to the Wall Street Journal, Radio Shack is closing 500 stores. Experts say it's not done enough to transform itself into a destination for cell phone shoppers, nor has it become hip enough for younger shoppers. This kind of sucks for me because Radio Shack is kind of like an icon for me. I loved their Super Bowl commercial with the 80s themed people in it. I go there all the time for electronic gadgets and toys.
It's where we get a lot of this stuff for Truth and Madness recording.
Yeah, we buy a lot of recording equipment there. It's just a great store. And if you guys if you're going to Best Buy a lot or, some of the other larger electronic stores, please try to stop into Radio Shack and give them your support. You'd be surprised at what they have there. They have a lot of great toys, a lot of great electronics, a lot of cell phones, a lot of games, a lot of cool stuff for you to check out. So don't forget about Radio Shack in your travels, okay? Let's see. The World Health Organization is predicting that in the next 20 years, the number of people diagnosed with cancer will increase from 14 million to 22 million. I don't have any more information on that story, but I wanted to put that out there in case anybody wanted to look it up and read the story. So the World Health Organization, the WHO, is predicting that in the next 20 years, the number of people diagnosed with cancer will almost double. So that's an interesting story to follow. Righteous Rants, I think we're going to skip that because we have a Righteous Rant story that the Avinator is supposed to elaborate on, and she is not available for this current broadcast. We may do another one later tonight just for the Righteous Rants, but if you guys are listening because she's got she's got a good take on a good story that she wants to bitch and complain about. So our Sasquatch update. I was looking up most recent discoveries by the BFRO, and I was kind of surprised there weren't more recent ones. And I was looking worldwide, and I noticed that worldwide there are very few Sasquatch sightings worldwide. Most of the modern ones are from the United States, so it kind of makes me wonder if the publicity and the sensationalism of the Sasquatch is causing a lot of sightings that aren't actually sightings. Almost like a hysteria type thing. But one of the most recent ones was in Wisconsin. It was in 2013 in April 28th in the spring in Marinette County. This is a road crossing of an apparent Sasquatch, approximately a half a mile east of intersection 00 and O. The nearest town to the sighting is Pembine, Wisconsin. It was a retired police officer that he came around the corner as he was driving and saw a figure cross the road. He said it had a pointy head, swung its arms like a human, and it was a mix of light and dark brown fur, and the sun was shining off it, so it looked kind of golden. And by the time he got up to the point where it was, he stopped and looked off the road, and since it was springtime and the colors were very muted, that he thinks that the apparent Sasquatch was actually hiding from him very close to where he stopped. He said that the distance of the field opening that the animal would have had to traverse was far too long for it to have crossed that section before he got to it, so he thinks that it blended itself into its surroundings so well that he couldn't see it, and he spent some time looking for it. So I thought that was an interesting story. This was investigated by BFRO investigator Eric Roberts. So if you want to read up on that story, just go on the BFRO website. It's bfro.net, and just look up the recent reports. It's report number 41062. It's a Class A sighting. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. Quick Sasquatch update.
Did we already talk about the man who found the body?
No. Apparently a man found... I didn't want to put this in here because I was waiting to hear about the confirmation of the DNA, but so we'll probably elaborate more on this later in terms of the Sasquatch. But a man reportedly shot a Sasquatch, and there are photos on the internet of it, and they're waiting for DNA confirmation of some kind of what it actually is. And there's some questions of whether it's a Sasquatch or a fake. The pictures looks like it's it's a dead animal. It looks like it's been autopsied.